Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to give you a weekly horoscope for zodiac signs, and this is for you coming from Libra, and it's for the period of June the 25th up to June the 30th 2017. So let's start with June the 25th, which doesn't start very well for you. It's a Sunday and these planets can make you a little bit arrogant or feel that you are not being looked up to, or you can feel let down or disappointed very easily. So don't allow that to happen. Otherwise the morning and afternoon periods are going to not be very good for you and with whoever you are with. There could also be some things of the past that are brought up. And since you are listening to me, so don't bring up anything of the past with whoever you are. Otherwise morning, afternoon periods, the blame game will start all over again. And drive very carefully. Accidents are very possible. Be careful of your belongings. There can be thieves as well around. And so it's a morning afternoon period. You have to be cautious saying things or doing things, or being careful of your belongings as well. I like your evening and nightfall session very much. You're going to find solutions where earlier you couldn't. And so these solutions make you very happy. The atmosphere turns very friendly evening and nightfall period. One of these planets which are good are also there in the morning session. But this planet moves around very fast and so gives you little hints of something good, but you don't have the energy to follow up. But evening nightfall period, go and socialize. Some of these planets are business planets as well. So go out with your colleagues, your bosses, with your business possibilities, or just go out with your marriage partner, romance partner, family people. It's going to be a very nice ending. 26th of June for you coming from Libra is going to be an excellent day, morning, noon and night. The morning itself, before leaving for work, you're already very happy. Good news awaiting for you at your place of work. In areas of business, plenty of good news comes. Long-term planets are also seen. So it's not just quick rewards, but long-term rewards as well. And project your ideas, project yourself, be busy, communicate, ask favors, and you will do very well in everything that you attempt. You're looking for romance, it's a perfect morning afternoon period to make your calls, and you will see that you are very well received. So a very lucky morning and afternoon period. As the evening period comes and the nightfall period comes, the situation remains excellent. So you're remaining lucky all the time. And therefore the evening nightfall period, plan already much earlier in the day to socialize, whether with your new romance possibility, whether with your marriage and family people, whether with your colleagues or business people, or with your bosses. And you will see that the rewards you can make for yourself happen in the evening session and nightfall session are extremely waiting for you to do that. The 27th of June starts very badly for you coming from Libra, and these are anger planets, and so they make you very angry very quickly and become very aggressive and using words which are very rude. It's a day, it's a Tuesday, so before you leave home all this anger and disappointment could already start, and then at your place of work you can get bad news, or you will find that provocation from colleagues or from bosses or from business parties. It just builds up during the morning and afternoon period. You have to lie low. Lie low means no need to take the lead, no need to insist on anything, no need to demand, no need to be too pushy. There is no urgency. If you allow urgency to take place, morning afternoon periods become very bad on the 27th of June. They only bounce back against you. So keep a low profile. Hour by hour it will pass. The evening period and the nightfall period also not very good. Accidents are possible. Be careful, don't drink too much. Avoid company of people who are addicted to the wrong things. Otherwise your name and reputation itself is also going to go bad. If you don't need to socialize, just go back home and be quiet. But if you have to be out, watch out that wastage of money with nothing coming back good is that kind of an evening and nightfall period. 20th of June starts very poorly for you. Morning, afternoon sessions, plenty of problems, provocation, confrontation easily builds up. You behave arrogantly or others behave that way to you. And so rather than progress, you're going to be on your heels all the time, fending off trouble. You can improve the morning and afternoon session by not being arrogant, by being humble, by being appreciative of what is done to you, and by not showing leadership. Let others take the lead. Just be a follower, and hour by hour, afternoon and morning periods will pass, and the damage will be very, very minimal. Your evening and nightfall periods are extremely good. You will find solutions during the evening and nightfall period where earlier part of the day you couldn't. Long-term planets are there. So if you're looking for a relationship or romance, you will be able to find it during the evening and nightfall session. And if you're out with your marriage partner or your romance partner, it's a perfect bonding time, long-term bonding. Or out with your colleagues or out with your bosses or business possibilities, very good. Only don't be arrogant. That's all you need to do the whole day, and you can improve the day slowly and enjoy the benefits of it during the evening and nightfall session. The 29th of June for you coming from Libra, a lot of romantic planets are seen, but they make you daydreaming and they make you a person who cannot focus on what you need to do. Deadlines might slip by, you come under stress, you will be a person who can't get things done because your concentration levels will be low. So tell yourself every minute of the day that you have to concentrate and get your deadlines going, and you have to do your best in your areas of career or in your business areas. Okay? It's emotional planets are there, so you may be emotionally disturbed as well. But that can then show that you are not handling your job or your business concentration well. So you need to do that. Concentrate on the important stuff. The evening and nightfall period turns very bad. And I rather you don't socialize if you don't have to. There are also anger planets where something said will lead to anger either from somebody else or from you. Conflict, provocation will be seen, a confrontation will appear. So with all that, and even accidents are very possible. So stay in the safety of your home. But if you have to be out, you have to be very careful what you say and what you do. The words "take the soft approach" are very important. In speech and in action, go softly, go kindly, be supportive, and that way you will confuse these planets who want you to be the opposite and be rude and be aggressive. And these planets will then leave you alone because they can't manage it. And so you can turn the evening and nightfall sessions to be a better period for you. The 30th of June for you coming from Libra, don't dominate. That's my advice. If you dominate, you will be considered very stubborn. And therefore, the morning-afternoon periods are not very steady. And at your place of work, your colleagues or your bosses are not agreeable because you are being dominating or stubborn. And they themselves will be disagreeable with you. And so it's a morning-afternoon period that gets wasted, no progress, no support from people, and you end up the morning-afternoon periods as nothing very well done. Evening-nightfall periods are even worse. And so it progresses that the problems go on to the evening, and if you are working late, it's going to be a very tough evening for you. And if you are going to be out with your colleagues or bosses or with your business contacts, you cannot afford to be arrogant. You cannot afford to be too pushy in your behavior. If you want to do that, you rather just go back home and be by yourself. And you have to remind yourself evening and nightfall session that being aggressive is going to take away many opportunities where people want to help you, and then you get isolated as well. Okay, so a really not good ending to a difficult day, 30th of June. Now I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session with me. And that Skype session is based on your date of birth and your time of birth, and looking at your palms and looking at your face. I do face reading as well. And if you like me to use my Kabbalistic tarot cards in those 90 minutes, I will use them as well. And I will talk to you about your next 5 or 6 years in detail. And in all areas of your business or personal life, we will discuss it. and see how you are going to do in your next 5 or 6 years. Do go to Facebook and follow me, and by all means communicate with me, ask me questions. One day we can make a date to Skype, or go to Skype itself and leave a message, and we'll get down to it and have a good 90-minute session so that you know your next 5 or 6 years exactly how to cope with them and get the best out of that. Until then, thank you and good luck.